Right, I'm going to try and get out of Flitwick because it's an absolute nightmare. One of those small towns with way too much traffic nowadays. So yeah, Uncle Red is on a test ride. I've left him to that just because Flitwick, it's a bit hectic at that dealership. But Uncle Red's out on a really nice Yamaha, I think the XSR at the moment. I'm sure he'll be doing a review, so keep your eyes out for that because it's going to be absolutely awesome. I know that. And today I'm responding to a bit of criticism. Are you okay? Are you? Nope, you're just part there. Okay. I'm responding to a bit of criticism. Not really criticism, but a little while ago, John Diehard McLean was doing a Who Even Are You challenge, and despite the fact that I watched a lot of these entries and I commented on a lot of these entries, I never actually put my own one out. I don't know why. I think it's because really I honestly thought I speak about myself a little bit too much sometimes, so I thought there won't be anything that I could say on it that you won't already know, but we're going to give it a go, simply because John Diehard McLean recently called me out in a comment saying, you know, oh, you didn't do one, and he is spot on, and it's not very supportive of me, is it? So negative points for me there. But yeah, let's do one and see what absolute crap I spiel. Is that a Kia Sportage? There you go. There's number one that you might not know about me. I love the Kia Sportage. Uncle Red loves the Kia Sportage. You definitely love the Kia Sportage. It's a car that just cannot be hated. It's perfect in every way. So who even am I? Number one, the Rhythmic Biker is not my first motovlogging channel. No. I had one before when I was very young, and when I mean very young, I mean 16, 17 young, so first bikes territory. And I went under the name of Eviction 244. I know, right? How cool is that? It was a horrible motovlogging channel. I used I think it was an SJ cam. I'm not really too sure. It did actually have an external microphone slot, so I was able to record audio in my helmet straight onto the camera and not have to faff around with mixing visual and audio, so that was really nice. But yeah, all the videos were typical. They were very chavvy, you know, out there looking for trouble, out with my mates doing burnouts on PEDs and 125s and trying to pop our front wheel up like 7 centimeters. You know, proper small gentlemen's. If you know, you're compensating, and we were very much compensating at that time. So yeah, my first channel was Eviction 244. Don't bother looking it up. There's no videos still on YouTube. I took them all down when I created the Rhythmic Biker because I thought fresh start, all that yada. And trust me, none of them are worth your time watching anyway. So don't worry about it. Number two, I am a Bachelor of Science. I have a Bachelor of Science degree. Not everybody would have been here from the very beginning, but when I started the Rhythmic Biker, I was still a university student. I was still living in London. My upload schedule was, non-existent because I had so much to do. I was playing for the football team. I had assignments, all that jazz. So there was no schedule to uploads. It was just as and when I could. But London was never short of content, so yeah, it was never that bad. But yeah, I thankfully finished university in physical education sport and sport coaching, I should say. So yeah, PE and sports coaching is probably the easiest way to say that. And then yeah, I've just thoroughly enjoyed having a degree. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to utilise it because I suppose, let's move on to like fact number 3. Actually, there's another Kia SPORTAAAGGGEEEE, which is very, very nice. He's probably wondering why I just pointed at him at the side of the road, but never mind, sir. I'm just basking in your superior intelligence. But yes, fact number 3 is I have a heart condition. Some of you might know this from about a year ago. I had to take a little break from motovlogging after I ended up in hospital after collapsing due to my dodgy ticker. I've had a dodgy ticker for a little while. We first discovered it whilst I was at university, and I collapsed in my flat, and then a little later, on about a month or 2 later. So I have something called heart block, which is basically where the heart just just beats really slowly. So that can obviously decrease your blood pressure, etc., etc. Not good stuff. Thankfully, nothing too serious. It's nothing that's going to cause me any issues now. However, it is still a heart condition. It is still something that you need to let your employees know and stuff like that. Unfortunately, it makes it next to impossible to get a job in sport and all that, which is what I really wanted to do. As some of you might know as well, I used to play football before going to university at a good level. So in many ways, I'm kind of like, ooh, I hate those things. In many ways, it's one of those. It's a silver lining because I suppose I didn't not waste all that time. But if I was even better at football than what I was, I could have made it even higher, and then probably would have had my career snatched from me due to the heart condition. So, silver linings and what ifs and all that jazz. Thankfully, this country does have a very awesome system, whereas if you haven't got good grades, which trust me, I don't, never took school that seriously, but if you don't have good grades, you can still get into university on a university scholarship. I'm just looking at the D's. Very nice. So yeah, that's what I was able to do. I was able to go to university on a sports scholarship, and got my degree. And thankfully, after now, the latest heart issue was just over a year ago. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're still here. We're still ticking. Gonna make sure my engine noise is low. That one's eyeing me up. He's like, yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? I wouldn't hit the brakes. It's not that deep. Loads of colours. There's a white one. I know nothing about wildlife or deer, so I don't know if that's a normal colour or if that one's ill or something. Whilst we're still stuck in this slow moving traffic, I suppose I think it's a horse van, if that's a thing. I think they're just being very respectful of the wildlife, which is good. We should all do that. But yeah, let's have another one. Fact number 4. We'll jump to 4. We'll say that there was 2 in the last one. Fact number 4, my favourite bike of all time is the Gen 1 Yamaha YZF R1. I love that bike and I want one so badly. They're absolutely awesome. They fit that body shape that I absolutely adore. The thick, bulky, sort of late 90s, early 2000 Japanese sports bike. It's huge for an R1. I love the decals on it, the YZF in the font that it's in. It's just awesome. The whole thing's just awesome, and I still to this day think that the power, how you ride one of those, is still, I don't know, more enjoyable for me than the modern R1Ms. I'm gonna get probably a bit of hate for that one, but it's just the way I feel. I honestly, I love them. I love those Gen 1 R1s. I'd have one as a second bike, but then it wouldn't make any sense at all, because I do believe that if you have a second bike, it should be totally different to the bike that you have. So a Gen 1 YZF R1 would not be too dissimilar to my ZZR. So we'd probably have to look into that. Although saying that, the fan probably doesn't kick in as much as this one does. I am cooking at the moment, absolutely cooking. You can have some more facts. That is another Kia Sportage, and that is Uncle Red in front of me. He's managed to catch up with me now for the rest of the day. And I want to do one more. I want to do one more. Who even am I? Now, I did a video on this about 2 years ago, but it didn't get the greatest views in the world, and I don't think many people watched it. I don't know why, but you know, it is what it is on this platform. Sometimes you just never know. But the last fact about me, Red's looking at me to try and get my attention. Hello. I just wanted to wave. What are you doing? The last fact about me is that I am straight edge. Now, some of you might have noticed from other videos or meeting me in person that I have hand tattoos like an absolute fog. But if you actually knew what these hand tattoos meant, you'd realise that I'm actually a big softie, because my hands say straight edge, which is the way of life that I follow. Now, straight edge is a way of life, as I've just said there, and it's basically 3 rules. No tobacco, so no smoking. I don't know what Red's complaining about him. Yeah, he needs to pick it up. Yeah, slow. So no smoking, no tobacco, no alcohol, and no drugs, be that, you know, illegal or legal. I don't even take pharmaceutical drugs. So like no paracetamols, no ibuprofens or anything like that. And yeah, that's just something I've hit. The flap to that electric car, yeah, was wide open. So that's something I've done, well, since adulthood, really. I've never had an alcoholic drink. I've never smoked a cigarette, and I've never taken any drugs. Not since I was at least a child. And you know, your guardians always give you, you know, some cough medicines or stuff like that. But yeah, no, since then, none whatsoever. So yeah, I really do, you know, I feel a sense of belonging to straight edge, and it's not a way of life for everybody, and I never ever preach about it, really. I don't try and say to people, oh, you'd be better off with it, because that's just not true. Some people, you know, do need a bit of pain relief. Some people like a social drink. Smoking I can't ever understand, but hey ho, each to their own, as I say. Who am I to tell someone how to live? But yeah, that is something that you might not have known about, because I did a video on it and not many people watched it. So there you go. Have some useless facts. And I think that's just about going to do it from me, because I don't want to go on and on and on today. John, I hope you're happy. John Die Hard McLean, I hope you're happy. I hope I have satisfied the challenge. Apologies that my entry is probably well over a year late. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed that, why not give the video a thumbs up and like. Definitely leave a comment. I'd love to know what you think about my facts about who I am, etc., etc. Let me know if you already knew some of them, whilst I watch Uncle Red do a nice little weave and dance around. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why not consider doing so already? That would be a great deal of help. Head over to Instagram, drop me a follow, and that'll just about do it. Until the next time, cheers guys.